Sairam children, today in grammar period we are going to study subject verb agreement. This topic is not in your grammar textbook, it is in NB textbook page number 115 and it is a very important topic in grammar. So today we are going to understand what is subject and verb in the sentence children. Then we'll see how to identify subject and verb in the sentence. And then we'll see what exactly is subject verb agreement. Okay, so let's get started. Now first we'll see children what is the subject. Now person, place, thing or idea that is doing or being something is a subject in the sentence. It means the doer of the action in the sentence or being something. Then what is verb? What is a verb? Action performed by the subject or state of being. So the action performed by the subject is the verb or state of being. If I say Ajay plays cricket regularly. Okay, this example we'll study. So in this sentence, who is performing action? Ajay plays cricket regularly. Who is performing the action? It's Ajay. And verb, what subject is performing? Is playing. Okay, what subject is performing? It is playing. So to identify the verb, this way we can identify the subject based on the point of view. Now we have to remember children that who is performing the action is the subject in the sentence and what subject is performing is the verb in the sentence. Subjects and verbs must agree with one another in number, singular or plural. Thus, if a subject is a singular, its verb must also be singular. And if a subject is plural, its verb also be plural. So, it's a very important rule we have to remember that subjects and verbs must agree with one another in number. Let's learn it with the example. First example, she goes for a walk. She goes for a walk. So in this sentence, identify the subject. It is she. Okay, she is the subject here because the action is performed by this word, that is she. And the verb is go. What the action is performed by the subject, that is of going. So she goes for a walk. In this sentence, the subject is in singular form. It is in singular form. So the verb also should be in singular. Let's see the another example. They go for a walk every day. So in this sentence, the subject is plural. They, many people. And here the verb is go. So they is in plural form. At the same time, verb also should be in the plural form. They go for a walk every day. Now, how to recognize a singular or plural verb? With these two examples, you must have understood that a singular verb should go with the singular subject and the plural verb should go with the plural subject. With the example of she and they, we understood that these are the singular subjects. But goes and go, why we used goes with the singular subject and we used go with the plural subject? So, how to recognize a singular or plural verb? Let's understand. A singular verb is one that has an s added to it in the present tense. So, a singular verb which has s added to it in the present tense. Okay, for example, writes, plays, runs and uses forms such as is, was, has and does. These all verbs, you just observe carefully that they all are having s at the end. So this is the first thing you have to remember, that a singular verb is one that has s added to it in the present tense. Okay, so whichever verb has s at the end of it, it is a singular form of that verb. Easy? Now see how to identify the plural verb. So a plural verb does not have an s added to it. As we have seen that there is s in to the verb in singular form, but there will be no s to the verb in plural form. It's very important and easy to understand. Remember. Now see the example here. Write, play, run. Okay, and uses form as such as are, were, have, do. They don't have s at the end. Because if they have s at the end, s or es, then it will be in singular form. But since they don't have s added to it, so they are in plural form. It's a plural form of verb. So for making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subject in number. It's very important. Now, we understood that singular subject should have singular verb. With the example, let's see. That monkey eats banana. Just now we have seen the rule that if a verb is having s added to it, then it is in singular form. So see, that monkey, here the subject is in singular form. And the verb, we have added s here. So it is also in singular form. So the singular subject must have singular verb. We have understood it with this example. Plural subject should have plural verb. Let's see the example of this also. In this sentence, see the subject, those monkeys. It is in plural form. Those monkeys, many monkeys are there. And just observe the verb, it. Here we have not at all added s to the verb because it is in the rule we have studied. These cars go fast. If we say these cars goes fast, it's wrong. So the singular verb should have singular, subject should have singular verb and plural verb should have plural verb with it. Now let's do one activity which is given in your textbook. Open your textbook, page number 116. Let's see the first sentence. Anju and her brothers, in the bracket, the options are given, is, are at school. Anju and her brothers is or are at school. So which verb will come here? Now here Anju and her brothers, and is there. So Anju and her brothers means many people are there. So which verb will go with this subject? Anju and her brothers is or Anju and her brothers are? It is are. Anju and her brothers are at school because here the subject is in plural form. So to complement this subject, our verb also should be in plural form. Anju and her brothers are at school. Let's see the second example. The entire team, in bracket, is or are coming to the meeting. The entire team is coming to the meeting or the entire team are coming to the meeting. What will come here? Which is the best suited verb? It's are? No. The entire team. The word team, the subject team is in singular form. So we'll use is with it. The entire team is coming to the meeting. Third sentence, the dog or the cat is or are outside. Now here the dog or the cat is outside or the dog or the cat are outside. What will come? See here or is given. So we have to consider the subject in singular because the dog, one dog is there, or the cat, one cat is there. So the dog or the cat. So singular subject is there. So find out which is the singular verb here. Obviously is. So is the correct option. Let's read the answer. The dog or the cat is outside. Your books is or are always on the floor. So here the subject is in plural form. So here which is the plural verb? Are. So your books are always on the floor. Now, Ginny and Tanu doesn't or don't want to see that movie. Now here and is there. So Ginny and Tanu. So two girls are there. Okay, two girls are there. Means they are in, the subjects are in plural form. So what we will write? The verb ending with S or without ending with S? Very good. It is don't. Ginny and Tanu don't want to see that movie. Sixth sentence. Brinda doesn't or don't know the answer. Brinda doesn't or don't know the answer. Now Brinda is the name of any one girl. So Brinda doesn't know the answer or don't know the answer will come. Great, it's doesn't. Brinda doesn't know the answer. Let's move ahead. Here we come to an end of today's session, children. I hope you understood the lesson, that is subject verb agreement. We have studied today what is subject and what is verb in the sentence. Then we have seen how to identify subject and verb in the sentence. And we studied what exactly is subject verb agreement. And we have solved the activity also, and with that examples we understood it in detail. So should I stop here, children? Sai Ram.